The Ace of Cups. This is true love, a passion for a thing, having compassion, being loved up on, altruism, sincerity, in good faith, being dedicated and loyal, pregnancy, such as in the beating heart in a womb, fertility, a birth, having abundance, as in your cup runneth over. The Ace of Cups reversed, missing their loved one, they lost their love. This is not true love. Their love was spurned or rejected. They're feeling empty, maybe alone. They're disappointed in love. They're withholding their love deliberately. They are not in love. They've never felt loved. Maybe they feel unloved and unwanted. They're lacking passion or desire for a thing or for someone or for sex. They have a low libido. This is an unwanted pregnancy. Maybe they cannot get pregnant. The Two of Cups. They are in agreement. This is a partnership, a relationship, a friendship. They're engaged. This is some sort of a merger. This is mutual. This is a reconciliation. They're making arrangements. They're sharing something, cooperating, mentoring. Could be a conception, twins. It could be a cell phone, a satellite. The number 2. Two of Cups reversed. A broken friendship, a broken agreement, broken relationships. They cannot come to an agreement. They are not reconciling. They do not approve. They will not cooperate. They reject this proposal. This is a big argument, a falling out, having a problem with a mentorship. Three of Cups. This is a celebration, a holiday, having a party where several people are together, being merry, having merriment. Many people are involved. This is a woman's group or a women's club, just women in general, family reunions, some sort of a gathering. Any occasion where people are together, such as a restaurant or a club. It could represent food, like food and drink, alcohol. Any person who works around food or alcohol, like a waitress, a cook, a chef, a bartender, bouncer. Three of Cups reversed. The celebration turns to disappointment and unhappy occasions, maybe like a funeral. The meeting does not go well. Maybe this person wants to party all the time. They're an alcoholic, they're diabetic. Maybe they're not eating enough, they have a problem with food. The food could be contaminated, could be toxic, could be poisoned. Maybe they're drinking and eating too much. Maybe they're not eating or drinking enough, fasting. They can't afford food, they're hungry. They're starving, there's a famine. Maybe they have food allergies, maybe they're malnourished, maybe they have anorexia or bulimia. Four of Cups. They're not contented, they're very disappointed, they don't like what's being offered, they're unmotivated, they could be lazy, they're withdrawn, maybe they feel melancholy, they're not interested, they're feeling unfulfilled, maybe they're brooding, they're moody. They might feel despondent, they might be just a real downer, type of a negative person, a naysayer. They're no fun to be around, they're like a wet blanket. They lack enthusiasm and passion. They're not focused, they lack attention, maybe they have attention deficit disorder. They're rejecting any type of support or help. They never see the positive side of anything, they always see the dark cloud. Four of Cups reversed would mean the opposite, would mean they're very focused, very determined, very motivated. They've made up their mind, they know what they want, they're not going to waver, they're uncompromising, they're deliberate, they're convicted in their opinion or action, they're unshakable in their belief, they're being on hyper alert. The Five of Cups, this is the grief, loss, and disappointment card. There's despair, they have sorrow, they've got regrets. They may be in mourning and grieving and they feel miserable, they're in misery, they feel disillusioned, they've been greatly disappointed. There's been a loss. Five of Cups reversed would be the opposite. They're recovering emotionally from their grief and their loss. There are no regrets. They don't regret it. They're not grieving over it. The reason that they were feeling sorrowful in the first place is over with. They're going to start anew, a clean slate, and they're recovering. Six of Cups. These are children, kids, your childhood, reminiscing, childhood memories, your cousins, nieces and nephews, a sibling, any other child relative. It could represent the daycare for kids. It could represent pets that are like your kids. It could indicate that the root of a situation is stemming from their childhood or that they know a person or an individual from their childhood. Six of Cups reversed means there's problems with kids and children and siblings. These kids could be problem children, they could be juvenile delinquents, the kids could be gang members, a gang of kids, maybe they're runaways. Any troubles with your siblings or your cousins. It could mean that they lost a child due to a custody battle. It could be a sickly child, a homeless child. Maybe their childhood was very poor and dysfunctional. Maybe they have a lot of problems because of their childhood. This could be abused or neglected children. It could indicate that they do not like the children, or they don't like kids in general, period. Maybe it's not really their children. Seven of Cups, this is imaginings, fantasy, wandering, like you're wondering if, wondering about something, infatuation, illusions, being delusional, visualizing things, making it all up in your head. Maybe your thinking is muddled. They could be faking it. It's not real, like crocodile tears. It's fake, faux, a facsimile, like a copy, a counterfeit, a costume, making believe. Could be a play, acting. An actress or actor represents all types of entertainments of the arts and crafts and pictures and photography. A painter, an artist, musician, decorator. They could be having auditory hallucinations or even visual hallucinations. It could represent a misunderstanding. You don't quite understand something. You were under the wrong impression. Being unrealistic, irrational. And if you read it literally, it means smoke, dust, fog, fumes, pesticides, odors, a heavy smoker, ash. The Seven of Cups reversed. The upright and reversed definitions are about the same. Misunderstanding, a misperception, misinterpreting, misrepresenting, twisting reality to one's needs, unable to discern between reality and illusions. Their imagination is running wild. They're living in a fantasy world. It's not what it appears to be. It's an illusion. It's a deceptive appearance, a disguise, and it is not what you are made to believe that it is. It can be a mistaken identity, a false or stolen identity. They're having an identity crisis. They couldn't breathe. The air is toxic. There's fumes, there's foul odors, it's dust, pollen, carbon monoxide. Eight of Cups. They're walking away from a relationship or something or someone that they've invested time, emotion, and energy in. They're leaving everything behind, physically or metaphorically, putting it behind you, abandoning a previous project or a plan, turning their back on someone. They're getting smooth away with it, meaning they're not having to answer for it. There's a change of plans. They're going to go in a new direction. They're breaking new ground. It can be an adventure, a new innovation, exploring the unknown, like pioneering and hiking. It could be an immigrant, such as an illegal alien, a refugee, evacuations, if you're having to evacuate your home or evacuate a city. Eight of Cups reversed. They're not going to walk away. They're not going to leave it behind. They're going to stay. They're going to hang in there. They're staying even if it's hopeless and pointless or no longer rewarding or beneficial. They are refusing to leave even if you're asking them to go, or they won't go where you're wanting them to go. They're wandering around lost. They might have Alzheimer's or dementia, or they're forgetting the way. Nine of Cups. This is the happy card. They're very friendly. They're very generous, open-hearted. They're satisfied. They have joy, abundance. They're feeling fulfilled. You will get what you want. You're going to be happy with the outcome. This could represent an extravagant or comfortable lifestyle. This is a jolly or funny person, maybe a comedian. They have good intentions towards you. Maybe they laugh a lot. It's easy to laugh. Many times this card can come up for its reverse definition, meaning being depressed and unhappy, especially if it appears in the thinking position. It can represent a manic depressive, where they're happy one minute and sad the next, or a split personality, even if it's upright. The Nine of Cups reverse means they're unhappy, they're depressed, they've never been satisfied, or they're impossible to please. They could be emotionally unstable. They could have mood swings. They could be manic depressive again. It's saying you will not get what you wished for. You're not going to be happy with the outcome. And it could indicate that their intentions are not friendly, or they do not like them, or they have an unpleasant personality. Ten of Cups. This is the happy family. This family is united in love and joy. This is a devoted family. a large extended family, you're feeling fulfilled. Or it indicates that their focus is on their family, which is important to them. It could even represent an adopted family, not of your real relatives. It can indicate that the family is going to increase as they're going to maybe have stepchildren, adopted children. Ten of Cups reversed, it's problems with the family. Family members are quarreling, there's been a falling out, you've been disconnected from your family, ostracized, kicked out of the family, a broken home due to divorce or death or separation. The family's growing apart, maybe they're scattered all over the place. They don't have a family, maybe they're an orphan. They grew up in foster care. They feel like their family isn't completed. They've lost an important family member. They're missing their family, as in being homesick. Page of Cups, this represents a child. Usually it's a female child or a child who's very intuitive, gifted in arts and crafts. They're very creative. This could be a very beloved child who's important to them, a special child. They're a good student. They bring them much joy. It's a free-spirited person no matter what their age. It could be 40 and still be childlike in their demeanor. They're young at heart. If in question of whether it's a male or a female child, this would represent a female child. Page of Cups reversed, there's a problem with this child. They could have learning disabilities, they could be mentally or physically handicapped. It could be a mongoloid child, mental retardation, they're mentally incompetent, slow, could be an emotionally disturbed child, worrisome child, a fretting child. It could represent the word disabled in relation to any person or any object. The word unable, meaning they're not able to do this, or working with the disabled, or it could represent a very self-centered, childish person of any age when reversed. The Knight of Cups. This is the card of romance. It's a suitor. It's any kind of prospects or offering, being wooed or wooing someone, a declaration of their love, dating, a marriage proposal, offering or receiving a proposal or a proposition. This would be a great opportunity. It could indicate it's being done in good faith, that they're going to benefit with this, prospecting, having good potential. It could also represent someone who travels over the waters, over the ocean, like a seafaring person, a Navy person, works on a ship or cruise ship, or flooding issues. Knight of Cups reversed is cheating, infidelity. Someone's having an affair, they're unfaithful lover, they're taking their love elsewhere. The relationship is based on lies and deceit. The romance is over. The person doesn't really care about you and will never make a commitment. An unrequited, unreturned love interest. Being suspicious of unfaithfulness, whether this is true or unfounded. To determine if they're truly cheating, look for court cards that represent other people, or the Seven of Swords for criminal activity. But always be careful when telling your client that their love is cheating on them. This card could also mean that there are no prospects, there's no offers coming, there's no opportunities. The Queen of Cups. This is a water sign female, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It could represent a mother, a wife, a mother figure, or any female relative, an affectionate woman, a beautiful woman. She's highly creative and artistic. She has psychic ability and insight. It could be talking about one's appearance, your physical appearance, cosmetics, beauty, beauticians, hairdresser, wigs, anything to do with the beauty. This could represent the physical appearance of a thing or an object, a light-haired or light-skinned woman. Queen of Cups reversed. They're having troubles with their mother, their wife, or a female relative, an ex-wife, having a bad mother, being a bad mother, having no mothering skills, an argumentative wife, a cheating wife, a dishonest and untrustworthy woman, a gossiping woman, being gossiped about, being betrayed by a woman, the other woman. They don't find her pretty or she feels unattractive. An item that is not in good cosmetic condition, skin problems, acne, or any other cosmetic problem. Maybe they think their nose is too big, or maybe they have crooked teeth. There's some sort of problem with one's appearance. The King of Cups. This is the husband, the father, or a father figure. This could be the father-in-law, could be a water sign male, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, to represent a doctor. Could be a light-haired, light-skinned male. He is emotional, sensitive, or tender-hearted. Mentoring male who is very supportive, the big brother type. The King of Cups reversed. This is a problem with a husband or a father, or the father figure. Could be an ex-husband, an estranged husband, estranged from your father. He is not the father. It can mean that the husband has left the wife. Any type of personality or character flaws in a man. Maybe he gossips like a woman. Maybe he's not trustworthy. Maybe he says one thing and does another, doesn't do what he says he's going to do. He's removed himself emotionally from someone or a situation. A dishonest and untrustworthy male. A rejection or neglect issue with their father or with the husband or with the father of the children.